Okay, so I have made the random decision to make a black-red EDA, Brawl deck. A black-red Brawl deck. And literally, the only reason for it is just because I want to have Death Touch on a Siege Dragon and wipe an opponent's board. That's it. That is the only purpose of building this deck. So hopefully I get it to go off at least once. I only have 2 commanders to choose from. We have Croxa, which does what? Enters the battlefield, sack it unless it escaped. Okay. When it enters or attacks, each opponent discards a card, then each opponent who didn't discard a card loses 3 life. I kind of like this. Your opponents attack each combat if able. An attack a player other than you seems kind of useless here. Whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life. Not really feeling it, to be honest. I think the Karg or whatever is probably the best. But you know what? Let's see something. Maybe it's time that I craft something. Do I have some mythic crafts available? 2 mythic crafts available? All right. That was not the proper way to filter for black-red, I don't think. All right, are there any other interesting ones? So Croxa, we already know. Obosh. Obosh. If a source you control with an odd converted mana cost would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals double that damage to that permanent or player instead. Perhaps. Zagras. Thief of Heartbeats. Flying Death Touch Haste. 1 less for each creature in your party. I don't know what a party is. Your party consists of up to 1 each of Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, or Wizard. So that's what, D&D themed, I guess? Other creatures you control have Death Touch. Oh. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a Planeswalker, destroy that Planeswalker. Oh. Other creatures get Death Touch. Well, that kind of seems right aligned with the theme of what I was trying to do, right? Isn't that exactly what I was trying to do? All right, let's see what else we have. Oh, we do. There is Korvold. Korvold's really good. Whenever you enters the battlefield, attacks or attacks, sacrifice another permanent. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter and draw a card. That is really good. I looked at him. He's pretty cool. I thought about building him. I kind of want to build Nethroi. For some reason I thought there was a 5-color commander, but I guess not. Okay. Korvold. The thing is, Korvold's not quite as aligned with what I want to do. All right, let me make this because I do want to build this deck regardless. So let me just craft that now. So I'm going to build that later. But then next we're gonna make Zagras. I think this is pretty decent. All right, so just to be clear, I need to get like a rogue, wizard, warrior, and cleric. So I want to try and build the deck with some of those in there. Yeah, I do want to. I need to build a deck with some of those in there. Okay, and what does it do again? Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a planeswalker, destroy it, and then other creatures you control have Death Touch, and that's fine. That's cool. Okay, so right off the bat, maybe. right, so we want to focus on things that deal damage. I think that the Elder Fang Disciple is worth it. Epic Downfall is pretty straightforward. We definitely want that. Maybe Grasp. We'll come back to that. I think this just really has a place. This might see some benefits. Yep, definitely that. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, generally speaking, I would want that. Probably murder. I think maybe even like play some discard. We'll come back to that. It's hard to say, but I think discard in general is just pretty good to have in black red decks. Oh boy, this is tricky. I mean, that's kind of right in the theme, so. I think we're going to skip out on Turgid, Burning Rune. I think this deck is going to be a little bit different than most of my other black-red decks. Even Massacre Worm, I think we might skip out on it. That's an easy one. Probably do the Cadet just because it gets us more creatures. We really want like tokens, you know? There we go. Stuff like that is really good. That works pretty well. I think that'll be okay for now. Yeah, we could probably do that. You know, and so I'm actually gonna go back and get some of the creatures that some of the skeletons that return themselves either to your hand or from the graveyard, just because it's good fodder. Yeah, definitely. Oh, let's see. Yeah, probably. I don't know if we're gonna be able to trigger this enough, but we'll try. I think the hammer. I just like the hammer. We'll see about that. I don't know if it's gonna stay. Goblin Gathering is tricky to say. I don't think it's quite enough. Let's see. I think Seize is worth it. Basalt Ravager. I thought about the Calamity Bearer, but I don't know. Definitely that. Yeah, definitely that. Torbrand is tempting. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to do it, but let's see. That, I think the mob is maybe the Jester. I don't think I'm going to have a lot of things that allow me to sacrifice permanents, though. But the mob is like going to be really good in this, theoretically. Sorcerer is going to be in there. Terror makes a lot of sense in there. Embercleave, because it's a really good red card. Siege Dragon, which was just the whole point. This was literally the whole point. Okay, and let's see what else we have. I mean, Sulphurous Mire, maybe. I don't like to run a lot of tapped lands, so we might not even bother. Okay, I don't remember where I was. Oh, right. So the Headhunter, I guess, could go in because of the Death Touch thing. I think we do that. I might put the pick in there just so we can get the Death Touch enchantment on it, like theoretically. Let's see. So let's go back to the beginning here. All right, so we're gonna want this because because we can keep replaying it and sacrificing it. Which means we also want the 3 mana one. I feel like, isn't there like an engine with food that does something like this too? I'll have to look in, I'll have to check. It's with, I think it's with a cat. Cauldron Familiar. All right, when it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life. Sacrifice a food to return it from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Oh, it's an uncommon. Do I have any of those? Do I really want to? Oh, but it's a common in this set. Okay, that's easy. Oh, it can't be played though, so it can't be used in Brawl even, right? Wait, it can't be standard, traditional, standard, or singleton, but I could use it in Brawl theoretically. I think. I mean, according to that, I could use it in Brawl. We'll find out. Okay, looks like we can use it. So with that being the case, then we have to think about food now. Oh, I'm hungry. I should not have said that. Okay. So is there any way to make food when creatures die is the next question, right? That's what we need to do. Whenever your creature deals damage, combat damage, do that. Enters the battlefield, create a food. Sacrifice a food, that's not going to work. Oh, that's how this works. All right, so Witch's Oven, and then Cauldron Familiar. Wait, so we sacrifice the Familiar, but that doesn't. Okay, but then all that just gets you a sacrifice trigger. So then, what else do we need to do here then? We need something that when a creature dies, right? When a creature, is it when a creature dies, I guess? When a creature is put into a graveyard. Attacking creature dies. Maybe Sir Conrad? Oh. Oh no, you have to exile it. Oh, that's no, that's terrible. That's terrible. Okay, Sir Conrad. I think Sir Conrad might have a place in this deck. We'll see. All right, but then whenever a non-token is some of the wording that would be used then as well, right? Put into your graveyard. Let's just do token. Let's see, that's create a food token when it enters. Okay. Dwarven Hammer. All right, so we're gonna. All right, so I'm starting to have a better idea how we're gonna do this. Gang leader creates tokens. No. Sack regard. So sack create a food. Pick. Whenever you sack another permanent, you can pay 3. If you do, create a token. That's it. Okay. Well, there we go. That's good. That's what we're looking for. Oh, Witch's Cottage should go in here too, actually. And I think the castle can go in there. And then 1, 11, 12, plus 11 plus 12, 24. Okay, so we need to cut 1 mountain, and then we're going to do 10 snow-covered swamps, 10 snow-covered mountains. I like the arc on both of them equally. So Good. Great. I didn't mean done. I just meant like done, like get me out of the land thing. Okay. Now we have to make cuts. So we're going to keep a pretty tight theme here, right? So I don't see us ever getting to cast this from the graveyard, so that's gone. Cauldron Familiar is going to stay for sure. Duress, it does get threats out early game. It's really good at getting rid of threats, so I'm very tempted to just leave it. Oh, I should have done red, black, white actually for my commander instead. Okay, we'll come back to that thought. All right, skeleton for sure. Actually, we need. All right, let's see. Let me see something. Because what we really want here is we want to have as much stuff coming back from the graveyard to our hand as possible. That is too much. Yeah, that's too much. Okay. Graveyard to battlefield, I guess. Let's see. I really want something that's static. Oh. 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 Never mind. The Phoenix. No, that doesn't really recur. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So it doesn't look like we really have much in this format, and that's okay. We can make this work. We can definitely make this work. Duress, our Sanitarium Skeleton. Because when it dies, it flings itself. I like that. No. Stop. No crafting. Stop crafting. Oh man, almost that was almost terrible. Disciple. We'll toss it, I guess. Grasp. Maybe not as strong as, you know, Heartless Act. Coldblade, I think we can try. Scythe we'll keep. Blood Aspirant or Aspirant. I think that's pretty good in here. It's good enough. Cut. Maybe, I mean, it is good. I think the discard stuff is just enough of a tempo play that we keep it. We're gonna cut this one. It is our only way to deal with enchantments though, but I think we're still just gonna cut it anyway. And I think we cut that because it just doesn't target. Bone Crusher, we'll cut. Dreamstalker, I don't see us being able to capitalize on. Dwarven Hammer is great, but we're gonna cut it. Crippling Fear is good. Drag is pretty good. Necromancer is great. Recruiter is great. Rankles, fine. The Reaper, it does get a nice early game board presence. Battle Driver is dope, but is he really what we need in this deck? Yeah, I think he's just too good to cut. Headhunter is just straight allows you to fling things, so I think we have to keep the Headhunter. Drana, I think, is probably gonna have to stay. Sir Conrad, we probably can cut Sir Conrad. We'll cut Sir Conrad. The dragon is really just value. You know, it just reminds me, I need to get Immerstrom Dragon in here, I think. Sir Kara, Kara, I don't know. So the thing I like about this is it gets to tap and kill things, assuming my commander's out. So I think for now we're going to see how that goes. Terror of the Peaks is pretty straightforward. Embercleave is pretty straightforward, unfortunately. Siege Dragon as well. All right, so we still have to make some cuts, and that's fine. That's fine. We need to actually add... Yeah, that's just really good. I can't think of any scenario in which I wouldn't want this and that in this deck. Actually, let me... Hold on. Let me see one more thing. Let me see if there's anything else that whenever a creature dies, it deals damage to a creature, maybe. You don't lose unspent red mana as phases end. Whenever it dies, you can pay any amount of red. If you do, it deals that much damage to any target. That's kind of cool. That's cool. Oh, Goblin Arsonist. We don't have that yet. Okay. So Goblin Arsonist, maybe. It's a common. Why not just craft one and throw it in? I don't want to craft. I just want to put it in the deck. Sacrifice. Deal damage. That won't work for what I need. Sacrifice it as one time. Okay, so what I'm looking for isn't here, and that's okay. That's fine. I can work with this. All right, so we still have 8 cuts. The familiar, I think you got to keep in the deck. Duress, it doesn't fit the theme, but I think we'll keep it for now. The Charger, I think you just keep it. Also, on an off chance that this gets the Scythe on it, like theoretically late game, it could do like 10 damage to some player. So we'll keep it for now. Oof. This is tough. We'll cut the Cold Blade for now. Man, this is a tough... These are tough cuts. I think we'll cut the Disciple. It's just... I think we cut the discard. I think we just cut out the discard. There's just not enough of it, you know? Some of the spells that kill creatures are maybe going to be redundant because of how much I have that will ping creatures, but I don't know if I really want to rely on an engine that can be disrupted. Also, one other thing I just need in general, I need hexproof. Like, I need to be protecting my commanders, and this is the only thing that gives it, huh? But I feel like it's just so important for my commander to have hexproof, and it's like, all right, for now we're not going to do it, but keep that on the radar. All right, we'll cut that. We'll cut this, I think, too. The battle driver might have to go. Goldspan Dragon maybe goes because it's good, but it doesn't fit the theme. Embercleave is too strong to get rid of. Do we cut the mob maybe in place of just keeping this in, because this can tap and this one actually has to attack and it could die easily. So I think we cut the mob. We're still what, 21, or sorry, 11, 21, 22, 23. And duress just, no, duress gets, it really can make the difference between winning and losing it. Like if you can duress an Ugin out of somebody's hand, for example, oh my god, it changes everything. Maybe we cut Epic Downfall. That sorcery speed is the weakest one there, really. All right, so we just build a deck, and let's give it a play. I think that without tutors, the engine in this is not going to be consistent. I think it's going to be so rare to actually draw into the cards required for the engine that the deck is going to end up just dirtling and then flopping dead. But, you know, we'll see. Oh, let's see. There's nothing I like about that hand. And there's nothing I like about this hand either. Great. Watch us not draw a swamp. Oh, man, we're up against that, too. Like, of all the decks to be up against, it's like the last one I want to be up against right now. Test playing this thing. I think this could be a very fun extended, or like historic card. Scoos? The Scoos. We're not going to draw Swamp. This deck, I think, is going to be very inconsistent. It may end up even requiring me to put in a bunch of hybrid lands. I'm just saying that because this game, I have absolutely no evidence to suggest that other than the first 2 turns. So I should actually just shut up and stop whining. And yet... And yet... Because it's not an aggro deck. It's actually going to play more like a control deck than an aggro deck, right? That's where I think it might be safe to play the tapped black-red lands. So we'll have to see. All right. What does that do? Enters tapped, return a creature from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, as a sorcery. Oh my god, I literally thought that it would just do it every turn. Whew. There's the swamp. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I think we're just going to go right for... I guess we play the recruiter so we can block. What are we going to block? Oh my god, can we bait this? Can we get rid of a Scoos early on? Oh, okay. He's played Magic before. Damn. Alright, Uncle Damien. Alright. No. No, you may not search. You absolutely may not search. And here's where direct... Oh, it is, you know, the only downside about it against this deck, of course, is the fact that it hits non-creature, non-land. Oh, boy. We lost Witch's Broom. We lost a Swamp. That was probably, with almost no exceptions, one of the worst 2-card mills of my life. That was bad. That was really bad. Yeah, no. That is a scooze. What did he exile? So there goes the Broom. Oh, it was a creature, so I could have gotten it back with the Recruiter if there weren't a Scooze. So actually, it's not as bad as I thought. It is actually slightly more resilient than I thought. Originally I was thinking about maybe having more mill in this deck. But, you know, just so that I could get, what's it called? Oh, beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, so nice. Alright. Alright. Wait, party includes your hand? Warriors, cleric. I don't know how this works, but we're just gonna play it. You don't have anything that adds mana, right? So okay. I mean, at this point, why not see what else you have in your hand? Probably get rid of Broken Wings. This one, and we'll leave the Charger there. Yeah. Yeah. It works like that. Yeah. Yep. That's how it works. And that's where this deck starts to get nasty. All those sack outlets. That's where Rankle and Drana are going to just start to get real nasty real quick. Yep. That's where this deck starts to really come together. Absolutely. It's really only good against creature decks. It's only good against things without hexproof, and it's only good when I get the right cards. So it's still a very gimmicky deck. Yeah, unfortunately, there's like a delivery van backing up. Unfortunately, as well as this deck is working right now, I don't expect it to stay like that for the future. Or like I don't expect it to be consistent in the long run. So for here, if we play Immerstorm, we can just sack the Charger to kill the Green Warden. I think we just do it this way. So we're going to sacrifice the Charger to kill the Green Warden. And then we're going to exile the Skoos. We never want to see that again. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swing with both of these. We're going to get this trigger. It's going to give us back the, either one of the guys that we can fling like this. Sacrifice that. And yeah, there you go. So anyway, it's a pretty cool engine that I've managed to build here. It's obviously it's not particularly unique, but I certainly enjoy it. Let me just play one more game. Why not? Let's see if I can get this thing going again. That's the biggest thing, right? It's the consistency of it. Okay, we can work. We can make we can make this work. That's gonna be annoying. Again, oh, phone calls. Okay, so I think he probably should have killed my commander. Yeah, I think killing the commander probably was the play there. Blood juicers. I mean, really, really, really killing the commander here is, I think, where you want to be. Let's just get Siege Dragon out, I guess. And then pass. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just, I just, yeah, I think killing the commander was the play. I think he just kind of made his life more difficult here. Well, I don't know. We'll see. What does this do? Each opponent discards a card. Wonder what I'm going to discard. Probably that. All right. Do we just Murderous Rider it, or do we just hold it up as a blocker? I think we just hold it up as a blocker. And then we can always just trade. Because I think the Murderous Rider needs to, like, we'll hold the Arsonist up as a blocker, I'm saying, but I think the Murderous Rider needs to stay in case he plays something really strong. And now it's kind of a moot point because I'm going to have to discard it, so we're just going to kill that. Play that. Play that. Pass. Whenever it mutates, exile a card from the top of your library into exile X permanent cards, where X is the number of times this creature is mutated. Put those onto the battlefield. Wow. Pretty good. Yep, there he is. Come on, please attack. I want those double prizes. Okay, that's not... that is not how I wanted this to go. I'm still not understanding why he doesn't just get rid of my commander. All of his or her issues would go away if they would just get rid of my commander. I don't know. I'm not gonna attack. I mean, I hope he doesn't kill, like, the rider, I guess. But which effect would get, let me think. I can't even think which effect would get priority then. That's a replacement effect. And that's a wet, okay, so then I guess technically, and it would be active player, non-active player, goes on the stack. So I guess depending on when he kills it, it would really determine when, if it gets tucked or not. I have to think about that. So, I mean, honestly, it's not going quite as well as I would have hoped. Okay, but I think we might be able to make this work. We fling the Arsonist, kill the Necromancer, kill the Starix. Or perhaps the Dirgebat. And we could actually theoretically sacrifice the Arcane Signet, I would think. So let's hit the Necromancer. And let's sacrifice the Arsonist. Yeah, so it was a replacement effect as I expected, which meant I wasn't going to get the death trigger. Yeah, which is why I was correct to kill at first. So it sucks, obviously, that I lost the Arsonist permanently. But, you know, we can fling the Signet now, take out the Bat. I think we take... well, that one kills things, yeah. So we'll take out the Bat, fling the Signet. And then the Starix, we're just going to have to rely on blocking to make that go away. Which it needs to go away. I may end up having to just toss the Rider at it, to be honest. I might even just toss my Commander at it. But if the Commander dies, then the Death Touch effect goes away, so then that's not even an option. We really need the Cauldron Familiar Engine, but I think the... was this the game where you have the Scoos? No, it's not. So then there is theoretically the Witch's Broom or whatever for the engine here. Okay, I mean... we'll resolve that. Go to blocks. I mean, block there. And go to damage. And see if there's any pumps. No pumps, okay. So we're going to gain life. They're going to trade. That goes on the bottom of my library. Go to my turn. Okay. The Necromancer is a little bit late. But it is still good. And then we're just going to pass. I'm trying to think. I mean, he already has Death Touch, so I guess I could just fling my Commander. Yeah, I think because he has Death Touch, I can just fling my Commander anyway. So let's just fling the Commander. There's no reason not to. So Death Touch goes away. It's such a tough call here. I guess we just block with the Necromancer. I don't know what's going to happen here, but... okay, so I guess he was... I don't know. What is he going to do to my Necromancer now? Play a snow card from your graveyard. Oh, he gets back his Necromancer. Okay. Alright, so he gets the Arsonist. Sure. Alright. So I'm going to play my Commander. And then... I'm going to swing all. And then that's game, right? Okay. Whew. Oh, man. I was so afraid. I thought he had something there. Yeah, so like I thought, the Death Touch ability disappears the second the Commander leaves, so I was confused. I thought that the Fling guy, for a second, I thought he inherently had Death Touch. I'm like, huh, that seems like a pretty good card. All right, let's do one more game, just so we can kind of see a little bit more, you know, get another playthrough and see this deck in action. And I just want to see if it, you know, how consistent this thing is, if I can win a little bit more. What is Snapdax? Snapdax and Tattoos. This is actually, okay, so these are the colors I was going to go with originally, because there's more stuff that brings things back from the graveyard in white. Whenever it mutates, it deals 4 damage to a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls, and you gain 4 life. Well, that would be a dinosaur cat nightmare. That, sure. Yeah. Our mutate cost is 5. Okay. You know, we'll do the command tower, get the Arsonist out just so we can try and get some damage in early on. Now, for it to mutate, the target has to be in play, right? So then, I guess theoretically, I can always kill the target of the mutate. Is that how mutate works? I think it's how it works. Ooh, what is this? Here's you get +2/+1 until end of turn. That's cool. Why are there so many dinosaur cats? Like, where, like, I mean, it's fine. It's just like, at what point did somebody get it in their head? Like, yeah, I think dinosaurs and cats probably, probably mated, right? We'll use the word mated. Where in, like, just, I can't even articulate this. I don't understand dinosaur cats is what I'm trying to say. I don't understand them in any way. Ooh. Ooh. I think we have to block. I don't know. That's a weird one. Oh, good. We milled the one artifact in the one equipment in the deck that I would actually want to play. All right. Next turn, I think we just go for Immerstrom. JK, we're gonna kill that, I think. I think we're just gonna kill that. Yeah. We're gonna use the most restrictive one, which would be this one, I think. And then we're just gonna pass. Witch's Cottage coming in tapped may have been the better play there instead of the snow-covered swamp. But it's like, unless he destroys my swamp, technically it's not going to matter because Witch's Cottage will come in untapped. Right? Because it's... Oh, no, it's 3 or more other swamps. Damn, I was thinking that's... yeah, so then technically I really messed that up then. And you can only foretell this as a sorcery, right? Great. So here I am still misplaying in 2 massive ways. I should have foretold that, and I should have cast... Well, I couldn't have put the Witch's Cottage in and then foretold that. So it was one or the other, but... The fact that I did neither is just terrible. Okay, that's what I was afraid of because that interacts with the Griffin Airy and gets him tokens. And tokens are one thing this deck is really, really not going to do well against. Let's just foretell this then, right? And then pass. But yes, we do not want to be gaining. We do not want him to be gaining life. All right, so he's gained 1. Didn't I kill this? Didn't I kill that? Oh, okay. Oh, so really I should have just killed Luris on my turn. I totally forgot that he lets you cast things from the graveyard. I should have read that card better. Okay, well regardless, we're not gonna be able to let him gain the life. We'll let that resolve. I mean, we're not countering it. Go to attacks and then kill Luris. The Scry actually is gonna be nice. We don't need that. We probably could use the land, but 6. We have enough. I think we can get away without it. Well, no, getting the land means no, it's not going to make a difference. Yeah, we'll toss both. Okay. So we'll play Witch's Cottage. We'll play... we want to leave mana open for Murder. So I think we're just going to play... something red. And leave the murder mana open. Yeah, I think that's really the best way to do this. With Seize, we're going to discard the Ghoul. That's pretty straightforward. I do need some other way to gain life in this deck. Otherwise, this Ghoul is really not going to be that useful, unfortunately. So we're going to have to think about that a little bit. I know he's just itching to mutate his commander. So I guess the mutate cost is literally always the same. It's like, what's it called? It's like Derevi, I believe. I'm assuming, I'm pretty sure the mutate cost is the same, so he's not going to have to pay extra for that. Which does make that mutate guy who reanimates power 10, it does make him a lot more appealing. When it mutates, return a target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That doesn't seem like an option. Because that means Lurrus is coming back. And Lurrus coming back is not an option. Okay, so that's part of the engine. So we're gonna cast Seize the Spoils. We're gonna discard the Ghoul. Now I wish I had kept the equipment. We're gonna play the Signet, which leaves us with 2 mana. And then, honestly, I don't even know what we would do here. We could put Death Touch on this, and whenever a creature enchantment, sack a creature enchantment, deals damage to creature. I guess let's just do it. I don't know. I don't expect us to get... I mean, we already tucked the one equipment and the other one's in the graveyard, so we're not gonna... It's not like we're gonna have a bunch of those, like, around. Okay, so then now that we have the Recruiter, that gives us a pretty good engine with the Aspirant. Yeah. And we could always sacrifice the treasure token to the Aspirant as well. So, yeah, it gives us some... yeah, it works. And there's nothing we can do about that. So he's getting Lurrus back. Which means we really need to start killing things. Ugh. Alright, so killing Lurrus is the priority right now. That's going to be the first target for the Aspirant. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god. That is just unfair. Alright, but it is sacrifice a creature or enchantment, so cancel that for now, because we do need to sack a creature. And it wouldn't have the source would have Death Touch at the time, but I thought it was sacrifice an artifact. Damn. I guess we just play the Recruiter. And then pass. And then we'll play the Predator and then fling the Predator at Lurrus, I guess. It's so awkward. I really just want something smaller to fling. Well, I mean, we're going to have to sacrifice, I guess, sacrifice the Aspirant. Well, he's the engine, though. I mean, really. This is a really, really tough spot. Now, do I... How does the Necromancer work with the Recruiter? I have no idea if it's the creature on top. I really don't know. Oh, I don't have... Well, no, I thought... Let me spend mana from snow sources as if it were any color. And then... I'm so confused. Alright, whatever. Just send them both in. I don't understand why I couldn't cast this. Is it just because I can't create... I guess I just can't create mana of that color. Right? It just makes... I just create colors. I thought... You may spend mana from snow sources. Okay, because I need... Alright, well... The snow mana from the snow-covered mountain and then red from the command tower. I would have thought would have done it. But I guess not. I don't know. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do this, though. Okay. So let's think here. We need to get back some of the little fling guys. Okay, that makes life a lot easier. All right, so let's get our commander out here then. And then let's get out the... All right, so theoretically this can tap for... So that's the snow, which we can use, and then we can tap... So we should be able to cast this now, right? I thought the snow mana could be cast as if it were mana of any source. I guess not. I guess I'm misreading this card. Mana from snow sources as though it were mana of any color. So I guess even though it creates what's it called? Even though it creates that mana, it does not I can't talk right now. Even though it creates the mana just it just becomes colorless when it gets created. Because of the way Commander works. I'm pretty sure that's correct, so whatever. Regardless, I can still cast the... I can still mutate both of these. I can definitely mutate both, and I can still get this thing out there too. So I guess no matter how you look at it, I probably have this game locked down. Without, you know, barring any extreme... like... things happening. That isn't great for me because he's gonna get +1/+1 counters and gain life. But then that was, I think, where he probably made the mistake, letting me do that. Yeah. He's reading everything right now. He's trying to figure out what just happened. It's my commander. Read my commander, and then the charger. And the fact that you just let me sacrifice a creature. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so theoretically we can cast Luris, right? Yeah, so we can cast Luris. We can cast the Charger. We don't have a sack outlet, but we should be able to do this guy. And that gives us the sack outlet for the Charger. And then we can just go to combat. We'll send in the Commander, we'll send in the Necromancer, we'll send in the Recruiter. I don't think, it doesn't look like he has any abilities to pump. We'll go to blocks. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. He had lethal in the air. He actually could have killed me. I totally was not watching that. Yeah, so I mean, basically now it's like I can block with the Predator, block with the or I can block with the Predator, then sack the Charger, tap it. Okay, we have to respond to that. Sacrifice that. And then deal damage to that. And then I think it kills the mutate is how it works, right? And then we're just going to exile that. And then we'll continue with that. Yep. Yep.